Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading will be for Thursday, December 31st, which is going to be New Year's Eve. And we're using the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. And let's get started with the reading. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. And we have the Three of Spring. And the Four of Summer. And number 6, the Lovers. Okay, so the Three of Spring. Beautiful, beautiful fairy dressed in magenta. And the card reads on the bottom, plan your next step with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So we're still doing the hard work. We're making progress. Things are going in a positive direction. This card here saying, keep your eye on the long term. Have patience. So yes, anything worthwhile is going to take a lot of hard work. Things don't come easily. There's going to be a lot of times where we're hoping things will work out only to be discouraged when they don't. Don't let that hold you back. Those are all learning experiences, and we all have to go through them. What I get from this card here is, have patience. More good things are to come. So we may not be an overnight success. We may have to keep trying and working hard and staying disciplined and just continuing to see whatever it is to the end. What strikes me the most is the patience part. I'm a very impatient person, and patience is not one of my good qualities. I mean, I'm very, I want to see results immediately. When I put time and energy into something, I want to start seeing results. And sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Sometimes it's a really bumpy road until you smooth things out with what you're doing. Whether it's a job change, a project, maybe starting a new relationship where you're feeling like you're putting a lot of effort into it, this card is telling us to have patience. And then the next card is the Four of Summer. And we have this beautiful fairy, and she's leaning up against a pedestal. And if you look down here, we have an angel, a little cherub, reaching up to her. And it's a beautiful, beautiful turquoise color, like a teal color to this card. And she kind of has a sad look on her face, kind of like a dreamy, not in despair, but not exactly sure. She's not smiling. She looks like she's in a serious, serious mood. She's contemplating something. And the bottom of the card reads, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontented with life. Yeah, she looks discontented. She's not smiling. She's kind of off in a daze. And she might not even notice that maybe one of the best things in her life is slipping away from her, maybe. It's telling you, to see what you have, something that you have, you're taking for granted. And this card is urging us not to. Okay, maybe it's a relationship that needs a little work. Okay, but we often emphasize the bad things and the negative things that are going wrong with, constant complaining and wishing things were different. And sometimes when we let the bad things overshadow the good, a lot of people in our lives feel like they're being taken for granted. And there's nothing worse than, feeling unappreciated. So this card is telling me not to overlook the good things in your life. Do not take all of the blessings that you have for granted, because they could easily disappear as easily as they appeared in your life. And this woman is just, daydreaming. She's discontented with her life. And she's focusing on what she doesn't have. That's what's going on here. And I always say, if you show gratitude and gratefulness for the things you have, the more grateful things will enter into your life for you to have gratitude. But you have to realize, sometimes the simplest things in our life that are overlooked, we don't realize how much they meant to us until they slip away and they are gone. So you want to take stock of your life. Take a moment to think of what's going right. Take a moment to realize what good friends you have, what close family members you have. And some people feel that they're all alone. We're not. It could be a friend, a tried and true friend. You don't have to have tons of friends. Just having one loyal friend is worth more than 100. But this woman here is feeling very sad, very disconnected. And then the last card is the Lovers, card number 6. Okay, and the Lovers card is saying true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Okay, so choices made from the heart. Yes, deciding, is your heart into the relationship or is it not? Are you staying with someone maybe because you fear being alone? Or maybe something, no one else is, interested you. There's no reason to stay in situations if your heart is not in it. And that's what I get from this card. And a return to good health. Yes, when you make the right decisions and you're happy inside, your health improves. You feel a sense of inner contentment and peace. But when you're stuck in a bad situation where all you're doing is worrying and arguing and just feeling uncomfortable, those types of emotions eventually manifest as illnesses in the body. Just arguing itself, it brings your energy level down. It could be downright exhausting. It lowers your vibration. Nothing positive could come of negative actions like that. This card here is saying is, true love that is long lasting and choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Yes, decide who's important in your life. Decide who means something to you and let them know that. We can't just go around assuming that people know how we feel. A lot of people need to be told how much they mean to you. And I'm thinking that this card has something to do with that. The other card was saying about, taking people for granted, okay? Taking people for granted and not appreciating what you have. And this card here is saying is, choices made from the heart. Maybe this means that you have to leave a relationship because your heart is not in it. Or maybe you're in a relationship where you need to show more of your feelings. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back.